I feel like it prepared me like for professional baseball. I just saw the splitter just pop up, and it was a good pitch to hit, put a good swing on it. I feel like this level is a lot different than like the past two levels. This is where a lot of the good guys are.
Today, we're down in the dugout with Blaze Jordan. Blaze, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Excited for the game today and ready to get going. So.
Yep. So obviously the baseball season is long. Just had All-Star break. What does an All-Star break look like for you?
Right after the game in Hartford, I immediately flew home to see my family and stuff. I got to see my niece for the first time, and I just got to hang out with my family and my friends. So it's always nice to have that little break. So.
Yeah, I saw you posted a photo of those dogs. Yep.
Oh yeah.
So also speaking of the All-Star break, in 2019, you got to go out to Cleveland and be a part of the All-Star festivities. On your Instagram, you have a pinned photo of Mike Trout, which got to be pretty cool, right? Talk to me just about that whole experience.
Yeah, it was super cool. As a kid, you want to be in front of that many people, doing your thing. So being able to hit in front of that many people and, coming out on top and actually able to win it, it was pretty fun. My family got to be there. And, I feel like it prepared me, like, for professional baseball, being in front of that many people, get a taste of what it's like, and just makes you want to be there even more, so.
So did you get to meet, like, a lot of the guys out there, like, a lot of the players?
Yeah. So
Who was your favorite?
Mookie was probably, because he played on the same travel ball team, so, like,
Yep.
after I won and stuff, we, like, gave each other a hug and stuff. It was pretty cool, so, but, meeting all the guys like Mike Trout and everything, too, that was super cool and everything, so.
Yeah. And, talking about hitting bombs at an All-Star game, how about that bomb you hit the other night? I mean, that one wasn't coming back at all. Talk to me about, like, that at-bat. Walk me through that one.
Yeah, I just got a splitter right over the middle of the plate. I was respecting his heater and everything, so I was looking heater, and then I just saw the splitter just pop up, and, it was a good pitch to hit, put a good swing on it, and, it was one of those things that, like, it was good to get off the All-Star break to have that happen, so.
Yeah. And just generally, your approach this year, you've cut your strikeout rate by about 4.5%. Talk to me a little bit about what you're thinking up there at the plate.
Yeah, my biggest thing is just to get a good pitch to hit. It's and I feel like that's really helped me cut down my strikeout rate. Because pitches in the zone, I feel like I do a pretty good job of putting in play and hitting it hard. So I think I've just done a pretty good overall job this year. At the beginning of the year, I was chasing a little bit more than I would like, but over the past couple of weeks, I've really trimmed it down and everything. So I've been doing a better job of that. So.
And overall this year, like having been at the level last year and being back this year, do you think there's a bigger level of comfort, like definitely a little more comfortable at the level because you're still young for this level?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I feel like this level is a lot different than like the past two levels in low and high. I feel like this is where a lot of the good guys are, especially pitching. They're older. They know how to work the counts. They can throw any pitch in any count. They could just control the zone more. They spot up better. So it's just it was a learning experience last year, and I feel like I got to take it into this year, and just continue to learn and just go about it. So.
And kind of talk about your development. Each prospect gets their own development program or whatever each organization calls it. What are some of those things that the organization said for you that they were like, hey, we want to see you do this, and then we could be talking about a promotion or something like that?
I think the biggest thing for me, is at the plate. It's definitely cutting down my chase rate. Get more walks and just getting pitches better to hit that I can actually drive. Get the power numbers up. And on defensive side, I feel like I've done a better job this year of getting my body right and being in better shape to be able to play third base and just being able to play both spots at first and third base. So I feel like I've done a really good job this year of doing that, and still got a ways to go, but I feel like I've done a good job in both those spots. So.
Yeah, and you mentioned the defense. This year you've played a little more third base than first, which is opposite last year. You were more first than third. You mentioned coming in this year a little more mobile. Talk to me, like, which position do you feel more comfortable at?
Whichever one the team needs me at. I'm super comfortable at both, so I feel like I can play well at both. So whichever one they need me at, whichever help us win, and I feel like I did a better job this year of putting myself in that position to where I can play both and just be really good at both, which I said I got a long ways to go and a lot of things to work on, but definitely made some progress so far. So.
Yeah, and obviously earlier mentioned the baseball season's long. Mentioned coming in, being able to be more mobile and things like that. How tough is it to maintain throughout a longer season like this?
Yeah, it's pretty tough, but I feel like over the past couple of years, I've had those like learning experiences on cleaning up my diet. You know, starting to cook more meals and just watching what I eat and everything. And I think it's really helped. But like I said, you know, coming in as a young kid just out of high school, you know, you don't really know like what you need or what you don't need. So now I kind of have a good idea of what my body needs to go out there and perform and feel the best. And also just keep it right, you know, and it helps me like stay in shape and everything. So I feel like just over the past couple of years, I've been able to learn that. So.
Mm-hmm. And speaking about the off season a little bit, you took it on yourself to kind of make more of a connection with the fans and things like that. Be more active on social media, interacting with Red Sox fans. How important is that for you to build a connection?
Yeah, it's super important to me because, I mean, I remember as a kid I used to always look up to these guys, you know, seeing what they post or whatever it may be. And I got a lot of feedback from a lot of the guys on Twitter and stuff, you know, being able to come out on the anxiety and everything that I dealt with, and seeing like a lot of like college guys and stuff reach out to me and say that helped them a lot. And realize that like they go through it too, and it's like nice to see that. Like, because I feel like a lot of people, we like live this life, you know, and the baseball life, everybody thinks it's all glorious and stuff, but it's a grind for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think just being able to connect with them in that way, and it was pretty cool to see the reaction I got from everybody, so.
Yeah, and, you know, you mentioned just like the general interaction. One thing I found interesting was on YouTube, you posted some of your card collection. Mm-hmm. Is that something that you got into when you got into Pro Ball? Or was that something, were you into baseball cards like before?
It was when I got into Pro Ball. So when Topps sent me my first cards and everything, of myself, it was just super cool. And I was like, dang, I'm about to start getting some of my other favorite players or whatever it may be. And that's kind of how I just got into it when I saw my own card from Topps.
So who are some of the big players that you collect?
I got
outside of yourself.
Yeah. So it's mainly myself, but I got some stuff for like Roman and Marcelo, and just like some of my teammates and everything. And then I got like Miguel Cabrera, King Griffey Jr., and Juan Soto is like one that I collected a lot though. So even though he's a Yankee now, but
that's tough.
Yeah.
Throughout the season, like, do you try to keep up with that at all, or it's just like that's just like an off-season hobby for you?
It's kind of just an off-season hobby for me. Like, I mean, I still keep up with it and I look up some stuff, and I do some card breaks with celebrity and card breaks, like here and there throughout the season. But yeah, during the season, I'm just focused on playing baseball. So yeah.
And speaking of trying to play baseball, opening day that didn't happen because of the snow. You had some good posts on Twitter about it. Was that the first time that you've ever had a baseball game snowed out?
As far as I can remember, yeah. Like, back at home, we would have, like, really cold days, but it would just kind of be, like, sleet and stuff. So, like, it would just be, like, it would get rained out because of that. It never really, like, got snowed out like it did here. So,
Yeah, because I love did you come to the ballpark? Were those yours videos?
Yeah, those are my pictures.
Wow.
Yeah. We were
you
here
trekked all the way over here?
Yeah. We had to. We had the train. So, yeah.
So, that's another thing is, was this your first time being in Maine? Like, playing for the Sea Dogs last year? Was that your first time in Maine?
Yeah, this is my first time in Maine.
Yeah, I mean, down south you can get a little snow sometimes, but it's nothing like
nothing like this. Yeah. Like I said, like if we get snow like down south, like we shut down for like a week. So that happened to us like a couple years ago. We got like 4 inches of snow or something, and we were shut down for a full week. So
and it's funny because I've asked a lot of the other guys, like, have you ever had a game snowed out? And the only answer I got was from Mickey, who is obviously from New Hampshire.
Yeah.
So I mean, he had it happen, but he's been the only guy.
Yeah.
As a last question, what is one goal that you're really trying to achieve come the end of the season?
Just continue to stay healthy. You know, I think it really put in perspective to me how much I want to be on the field for my team and everything. When I broke my finger, you know, that was just a freak accident. Nothing I can control, but just stay healthy and continue to work on the goals, like at the plate, on defensive side, and base running and everything, and just get better in all aspects of the game to help my team win. Because I just don't want to be like a one-way guy of just being able to just hit. So I want to be able to impact the game in all the ways. So just continue to do that and take care of my body and just go from there.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Blaze. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This has been Down in the Dugout.